Hello, hello, everyone. We got a new mini box to talk about. So, while we wait for more people, once we start getting a little bit of people in here, so I open up the links first. I have the links volume on mute. All right, we can start talking about this new mini box that we got, at least for today. Now, if I'm going to be honest with you guys right off the bat, I am not the most excited person for this mini box. I don't think it's the best we've gotten. I think that there is some good parts in here. I think there's some cool combos. I don't know if anything here is going to be meta defiant right off the bat, but we'll definitely take a look at it. We'll see. We'll definitely see. What gets meta defiant and what's not. So we can definitely look at that. And then we can see with everything what will be good and what will not be good at the current moment and what may be good in this box. So give everyone about a few minutes to get here. And you guys gotta let me know if everything works good, everything goes good, blah 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 blah. So on and so forth. Alright. So let me get up this mini box. What you will all see in your OBS leaks. And we'll start talking about it. Alright, so the first card that we have here is Dragonecro Neversoul Dragon. This was used in the TCG. This was used in the TCG up to a certain point at the very least. Because people used to use this with like super poly combos. If you can understand how good it was how good super poly was in the TCG, then you would kind of understand of how good this card could have potentially been in something like the TCG. In Duel Links, we have Master of Fusion, which may make this card good, because with Master of Fusion, when you take 1,000 life point damage, you get to add poly right from your outside of your deck to your hand. So vampires can take a lot of damage fast because you pay for Familiar and Retainer. So maybe in that retrospect, you have some synergy there. You could shuffle in a dead card in your hand, and then add poly from your deck to your hand outside your deck, and then you're able to go into your Draco Neversoul Dragon. Now, what this card does is it lets fusion summon. Monsters can't be destroyed by battle with this card. At the end of the damage step, if this card battles a monster that has the original level, that monster's attack becomes 0. Also, if that monster is still face up on the field, special summon 1 Dark Soul token, zombie type question attack, question defense. its level in attack becomes equal to the original level in attack of that monster. Okay. Um, you can only control one Draco and never Soul Dragon. So, um, okay. So if you swing into Target Trio, for instance, and it only has like 2,500 attack, doesn't destroy it. It would go down to 0 because it has an original. That monster's attack becomes 0. Yeah, it has an original level. The only time that this thing would give you trouble with that is if you went up against like Fortune Lady Every that doesn't have a level. Or Exceed Summoning, which we don't have XYZs in the game yet. Or if someone really wanted to be a cuck and summon the monster and then use level reduction or augmentation on it, just so that way you can get it. For the most part, this effect is pretty strong. I think that this card's pretty good. Does it put vampires alone on the tier list? I don't know. I don't think so. Because you essentially have to use 3 resources to make this thing, and I think it's good, but I don't think it's amazing. I think it's good, but I don't think it's amazing. Yeah. Because one of the big problems with this card is its defense is 0. So if they flip it down with like a Canadia, then you could just run over it, which could be a problem. Its effect has to happen in the battle phase, which kind of sucks. That makes it a bit slow compared to some of the other effects we have in the game, like Desire and some of the other effects that can activate in the main phase and get some Raikiri. But it's a pretty good card. It's good support for zombies. I do enjoy it. I think this will be a fun card to use. I don't know about much of it on the competitive side, but it could be good. Another problem with this card too, is that with Malayhu in the game, if they flip this down, then they could just run over it because it only have 0 defense. So this thing. If this card had targeting protection, then this card would count. But because it doesn't have any attached to it, then it's not really that great in my opinion. I think it's a really fun card, but it's not really that good at the moment in my opinion. I could be wrong, but right now I just don't see it being mentioned. Okay, Zombie Master. This card we used to have in the TCG. It used to be very common in the TCG. I had this card in the TCG way back when it first came out in Tactical Evolution. You could discard a monster. I actually had this in Ultimate Rare, which is actually really crazy back then. So its effect is you discard a monster in your hand to special summon 1 level 4 or lower zombie from your graveyard. Now, I'm going to give you guys a tip in advance. Okay? Pro tip in advance. That monster already has to be in your graveyard ahead of time. So you can't, if you have a monster in hand, you have no targets in your grave, it will not activate. You must have a zombie ahead of time in the graveyard to be able to target. So there must be a target already present for this thing to get its effect. This card is interesting. I don't know what it will do for us now, but being able to bring back a monster, maybe use this for Zombie World, could be good. This could also be really good in decks that just really want to get some tools back from the grave. Maybe even teching one of these things in Vendreads. Because if you can summon this, you can discard 1 card in your hand, a monster from your hand, so any of your rituals, and then you can bring back remnants from the graveyard, and then you have an instant 8. Plus a completed spotter in the graveyard. So maybe, I don't know if maybe that's the best application, but it can definitely be used. I don't exactly thrill over this card in the game right now, but it has some applications at the very least. Mystic Tomato! Finally, right? Yeah, so you can summon Siren Slicer off of this because it is a dark for 600, and then it will get its effect. Yeah, you should be able to get its effect, because then it'll be after the damage step, I think. So then you'll be able to get its effect and search for your card. It could be faster than the game, so you may want to try that. Also, you can summon Yubel off of this thing if you really want to. You cannot summon Terra Incarnate, because it can only be summoned by its own effect. So you got to be able to use this to summon original Yubel from the deck. and a bunch of these short monsters, maybe summon or something. It's still really slow. It's not really the best card right now, but it's there. Shiranui Sun Saga. We'll go over this when we get into the rares. I want to go over into the ultra rares right now. Alright, we already went over that. Shiranui Squire Saga. Now, Shiranui is a deck that I did play a lot in TCG. They basically are a fire zombie deck that involves something from your graveyard and your opponent's graveyard. So when you are using these effects, not from your opponents, from your graveyard, excuse me. You synchro summon from your graveyard, and also it tends to gain effects when you banish synchro monsters in particular. You get the best effects for these cards. So we'll go over them. So Shiranui Squire Saga. You can only special summon Shiranui Squire Saga once per turn. Once per turn, you can banish one basic monster you control and you can apply these effects in sequence depending on the monster that was banished. Okay? What the monster was before it was banished. Okay. So, zombie type. You can have all your monster games. Fire, you can destroy small traps. So they're all zombie fire. Get a background rule. That's pretty good. And then a synchro, you could destroy a monster in the game. Now, that's a little bit situational, the balance of synchro monsters from the zombie fire. That's a kind of a mid to late game thing, but it could come up. Definitely, it could come up because, if they destroy something like this Shiranui synchro, and then the following turn, you can come out with this, and then blow up a monster with a small trap. That's pretty good. It's almost like Battery Man, not 9-volt. The one that destroys the monster on the field, and then I think it's big one, 2700 one that destroys the small trap, and then it destroys another card in the field. But this is really good, especially for the mid to late game. But it could be good early game if you want to deal with back row. Definitely. And if you banish a zombie, yeah. If you banish a zombie, then you gain a 300 stack as well. Also, it's a once per turn. This is a soft. The summon of it is only once per turn, but the effect is only a soft once per turn. But you can only summon this once per turn. So it really is, unless you have two of these on the field that have already been on the field. Basically, everything's a hard once per turn in that card. Redemption break. Store one card and target one card to destroy. This effect is fantastic because Redemption break is treacherous travel in some decks that cannot use it. Also, if you go to the card to beat off some decks can use this to enable some blaze that they won't get in the graveyard. This may be fantastic in table too because even though it's a bit slow, you can get some things in your graveyard and also get some removal. So this card's really good. I think 1 to 2 of it's fine. I don't think 3 of it's going to be good play this 3, but 1 to 2 of it can be fine for a lot of different decks that want to apply it. You may not have the resources to use 3 of them. Vulcan the Divine. If this card is synchro summoned, target one face-up card you control and one face-up card your opponent controls. Return those targets to the hand. But for the rest of this turn, you cannot activate cards in effect with the same name as return cards that is effect. This card in the TCG was broken in 5. Andy was not to add any cards from your deck to hand, so you get to use it again. Other than that, you blink kind of what it down but it's decent. Given that it's a fire, you can take a target fail later on in the game. Also, it's really effective if you don't want to just start constantly like a Palace of Elemental Lord and you just want to bounce that back and then you just return a card from your opponent's hand, but you can't use Palace again. Keep that in mind. You can do that. Personally, I prefer Ryo, but this is a decent card. Especially if you have Ryo, this could be a solid resistance for you. But overall, it's like Shiranui Solitaire. You contribute 1 zombie type monster. If this card is banned, you can target 1 of your best Shiranui Solitaire. Or up to 2 instead if Shiranui Spell Synthesis is on the field. Okay. Special summon. You can only activate each effect of Shiranui Solitaire once per turn. Okay, so it's a hard once per turn. It's good. It's good coming out any Shiranui tuner from you. Well, I gotta think that's fun. We used to have something, we used to get something called somebody that would come to your defense. But right now, you're gonna mostly summon. We also used, you know, some other cards that we would search into the game a little bit. While we're in the PCG, it became a little bit more popular. But this is really good in general. Use Solitaire, you activate Solitaire, you special summon out a tuner with your defense from your deck, and then maybe that can help you get going. Shiranui Squire. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon one Shiranui special sword. Those are the things that have 11 special swords from your hand or deck. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn. It's